Hello, good evening, everybody. So I'm finishing off the story of Foodie Beauty Chantal. I'm going to play a video first, but before I do, I want to say or give credit to Milk Tea. These are the channels that I've taken clips from or used clips from. I can't remember exactly who's who still, so I will get better at that, I promise. Milk Tea, Marley Hendricks, Foodie Beauty, Piggy, Barbecue Chicken, Perfectly Imperfect, Apathetic Facts, French Fried Girl, Yabba, YouTube Underground. And I think that's everybody. If I've forgotten anyone, I apologize, but let me continue. So I'm going to share this video with you first. I'm hoping the sound stays good because we're expecting a storm. So they keep texting me saying that, the internet probably is going to go out, which if it does, I'll abandon this. But let me try and get this done before it, starts. Anyway, I'm going to comment throughout this video. Hang on. So share. Okay, there we go. And just a second before I start. So the first video is when Chantal found out what her husband Salah is supposed to have been doing. Now, wasn't supposed to actually. The girl put up all these voice messages, pictures. It was embarrassing. Turns out, he's got these freaky kind of weirdo fetishes. His particular fetish I haven't heard of before, and I don't, I'm sorry I did hear of it. It's sickening. But anyway, this is where she's just found out, but she doesn't know the whole story yet. Hold on.
I always run over that. He's can get it on. He's got the dog. He's got the dog. He can get it on. Dog. Wow. Dog. Wow.
What you've been waiting for all your lives. I don't think I can do this. Well, it's over. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You know what's funny? He wanted me to protect him. A private relationship, but why the fuck, why would I protect you when you've done nothing but, fucking kill me? Oh my god. He fucking cheated on me. He admitted it today. He was talking in a sexual way with Kay Bella. Fucking Kay Bella, you're a trashy whore. I hope you know that. And what you did will come back to you 1,000. You'll never find love. You'll never find a man. Yeah, what the fuck? Thank you so much. Oh, he just messaged me that. Good. You deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve more than that. He's mad that I'm outing him. I'm never, ever, fuck men. I'm done.
You see, this guy is such an asshole. What had happened is, I said it in my last video or the one before, I believe, Kay Bella put everything on TikTok, his messages, all of that type of stuff. It was disgusting. He said he wanted to poop in her mouth and told her to lick the toilet with her tongue. Oh God, he's just vile. And but at this point, Chantal hadn't realized that the whole community already knew about it. He called her quick to get ahead of it. But at this point, see how crazy she's going? Wait till she, you would imagine when she finds out what he really did, because he told her he didn't send pictures of himself, which he did. He sent pictures of his feet. And I mean, I'm not going to show those pictures, but the picture, I mean, his feet look like somebody smashed them with a hammer when he was younger, perhaps, and never set them. They look really gnarly. Why he sent pictures of his feet, I don't know. I mean, I've heard of fetishes, of course. There are foot fetishes. There's feeders, people that like to feed, bigger women. Bondage. A lot of our British politicians love a bit of bondage, and ball gags and all, whips and God knows what else. But I've never heard of anyone wanting to poop on somebody or poop in their mouth and piss on them and rape them. He wanted to rape this girl, is what he said. And she has that on voice messages. This is how manipulative that arsehole is. Hold on.
I'm never, ever. Oh, Kuwait arc is over. I don't even believe in God right now. Why am I wearing a fucking hijab? I don't believe in anything anymore.
I'm sorry to interrupt again. Yeah, exactly. Here she is wearing the jihad. And she knows that she's not a Muslim. I mean, French fried girl calls it cosplaying. And that's exactly what she's doing here.
And he says he didn't cheat. Sorry, babe. It was just, I have to tell you, I hate myself right now. I can't believe it. Please don't tell. It was only this once. Yeah, sure. Fuck you. Fuck you. See this finger? Shut up your fucking hairy ass. Like, what the fuck? A beezer pays attention to you and you do that? You're disgusting. Don't fucking call me. Don't fucking call me. Don't ever talk.
When she's referring to beezers, for those of you that don't know, that the community that Chantal's in, Girl World, they all know what that means. For those of you that don't, beezing is being bad, smoking, drinking, doing whatever. And every so often, Chantal will say she can be like this, really upset or really angry. And then someone will come in a chat and she'll say, really said bees, and start shaking her arm fat. I don't get it, how someone can go from ranting and raving to immediately smiling and laughing, ready, set, bees, especially in this sort of situation. But anyway, there it is.
Talk to me. Oh my God. So it's over. Like, who the fuck does that? Who, number one, goes to somebody who's married and tries to taunt them? And apparently, his caveat. But I said I would never leave you and I love you. Yeah, fuck you. That's what you can do with your...
My Salah, but he's obviously been hiding a side of, desire that he just can't help it.
Now, you saw how enraged she was. She did find out later exactly what he'd done. And it was, I want to say, a few hours later, she was back. And this is what she had to say. Hold on. Let me mute. Where's my mouse? I can never find the mouse when I need it. It's all over the place. Okay.
And, you know, he never did anything in person. He didn't show any nudes to this person or anything like that. Just conversation, which is still cheating, I know. But
sorry, I made a mistake. She still hadn't found out yet. He did send nudes, and they were not a pretty sight.
trying to be mature and understanding, and this is my marriage, this is real life. I don't want to just give up too easy. You know, if there's love there, I think it's worth working on it. I'm at least giving another try. You know, just, I'm not saying I ruined it. I know his actions did, but I feel like he's really
toothpaste pasties. So I usually just do it like pasties.
it. I'm at least giving another try. I'm not saying I ruined it. I know his actions did, but I feel like he's really.
Okay, so that was a few hours later. She's forgiven him, and then she then begins basically talking about going back to Kuwait. Now, this picture here is when they're in Thailand. Now, prior to this, Chantal loves her weed. She likes gummies. What are they called? You can buy them in Canada. They're called wheelchairs. I think it's some sort of, I think it's weed in a gummy or something. I don't know. I personally don't smoke weed, but I know plenty of people that do, and I don't care if they do or not. I don't care if Chantal does or not. But the issue here was because she's now a devout Muslim, her words, in Kuwait they don't have weed or alcohol, and she hasn't been able to partake in her usual stuff that she does. But when they went to Thailand on the visa run, she later admitted that she was buying weed and whatever in Thailand, which also means Salah must have been aware of it. Mr. Devout Muslim also. Anyway, this is they did a video where there was a restaurant, a Canadian restaurant, where they served poutine, which I've told you about before. It's basically French fries, gravy, and cheese curds, and you can put meat on top of it. Well, right next door to that is a weed place. So they probably came out of there or went in there first or whatever. She later admits to that. And, you know, the issue isn't that people care. I don't think anyone really cares who smokes weed, who doesn't. But why lie about it? You know, she's been very open in the past. Salah wants everything private. Everything must be private. And she says, oh, my life is private. You know, some things I want to keep private, which is understandable. But her channel wasn't built on privacy. And the thing about it is, you know, nobody really cares so much. I think Chantal has gotten or taken it the wrong way. And what I mean by that is, you know, it's not that she smokes weed, takes gummies, whatever the hell it is she does. It's that she totally lied about it, and she keeps getting caught out. And then she goes into this mad fit. Well,
toothpaste pasties. So I usually just do it like in the evening, whatever, you know. So I don't even really get pasties anymore when I smoke at all, really. So yeah, I'm just coming on here to say womp womp for your stupid fucking live stream, because
okay, let me explain this one. So what happened is French Fried Girl doesn't live too far from her. I think a different town. It's like a town over or something like that. Now, French Fried Girl is very much into her weed also. You know, she is open about it. You know, she likes a puff. Now, occasionally she'll go over into Chantal's town. They have weed dispensaries there. And what had happened was Chantal had done a video of her going to the store. Well, French Fried Girl recognized the little shopping precinct, and she was explaining. She said, right next to this store, just over across the way, is a dispensary. She said, and she swore up and down Chantal had been in there, and but Chantal was still lying at the time and saying, no, I haven't touched anything since I've been here. She's a devout Muslim, blah, blah, blah. So what French Fried Girl said was, next time I go to get some for myself, I'll show you the area, and you'll see where the dispensary is, which is what happened. I think it was a week or two later, I can't remember, or a few days. And French Fried Girl went to the same area and she videoed it. It was like a 2-second video. She just showed the Starbucks, and then there was a dispensary next to that, and the store that Chantal was going to was over, across the way. And so French Fried Girl said, when she went in to get hers, there was a guy outside and he was washing the windows, and she showed him a picture of Chantal and said, have you seen this woman come in here? He said, yes, she's been in a few times. So Chantal was actually busted at that point, and French Fried Girl had not put her video up yet, but I guess she had been told, and this was Chantal's reaction. Hold on.
No one gives a shit. Like, you're the only psychotic person, you and your dumb audience with no fucking brain cells, who give a shit if someone smokes weed. Like, really, who cares? So I'm here to admit it, and I don't care if you, like, whatever. What am I going to care? You're not God. Like, who's going to judge me? Oh no, FF Goblin is judging me on morality. Please, please. She's psycho, Tracy. Hi, Energy Egg. Like, you think these same people will sit there for fucking hours, like, on it, analyzing it?
Did you catch that? She, in this particular video, she's really, really angry. But right in the middle of it, hi, so-and-so. Hey, how are you? It's just, I find that odd.
An 8-minute video on nothing. She'll get mad because there's not enough snow on the ground. You need psychological help, not me. You're the fucking psycho, not me. Like, I'm not stalking people going to dispensaries or asking, yeah, has this YouTuber been in your dispensary? Because she's Muslim.
And again, this was not true. And so this is why people really go after this woman. I didn't understand it at first, but that right there is a lie. French Fried Girl did not go around the town. There are many dispensaries there, apparently. The one she went to is one she actually goes to. She went for herself. She went to the one dispensary, and she casually asked the guy as she was going in, have you seen this girl? And the guy said yes. She wasn't running around the town, running in dispensaries. That's not true at all.
Like, who the fuck are you? You're nothing. Oh my god, me. They're freaking retarded. I can't stand them. Like, seriously. I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life seen people so demented. Like, why should her mom care? Why would my mom care? Like, I'm 40 years old. 40, not 4, not 14. I'm 40. Like, my mom can't tell me what to do anymore. I can smoke weed if I want. It's fucking legal here. Hello? I don't smoke weed at my mom's place.
Again, it's not about anybody caring that she smokes weed. It's that she totally lied to everybody about it, and some people believed it, and it wasn't true. I think had she have said, well, I'm trying to stop, or, because of what she's saying is in Kuwait, there's no drugs, there's no alcohol, there's no nothing. That's also not true. Kuwait is one of the richest countries in the world, and they have all of that, and they have access to all of that if that's what you want to do. Same way like Dubai. There are areas that you can go, you can wear a bikini, you can drink, smoke, do whatever, even as a woman. And they frown upon that there, but there are areas that you can go. A lot of British people go to Dubai all the time on vacation, and many pictures of them in their bikinis, drinking, having fun. So that's not true.
You don't know where I smoke weed, so don't worry about it. And I'm allowed to smoke outside if I want to. Yeah. Like, she has a porch, and I haven't stayed with my mom's the whole time. So no. Hi, Kelly. I'm telling on you. Yeah, really. Anyway, I'm going to call Gorlick's mom and tell on him. He's using the internet. They also track someone who went to high school with you and that doesn't remember you, and they're going to show her what you do just to make fun of how you... Please, I would be more embarrassed to be her. Like, imagine doing that. And it's probably not even true. And the person doesn't even remember me. So what? Now they're going to watch me. Thank you for the extra viewer. Thanks. That's what I've come to realize. Like, I don't care if you do this. I'm just pointing out how we're talking with like Pete, and he said that he follows like a comic writer and somebody who does comics, and they even follow me, and he was like, they were talking about my drama, and he was so surprised. So thank you for the clout, because even the negative attention brings...
That also wasn't true. Pete Slater did a video saying that wasn't the case, that she had taken that wrong. So that might have been a misunderstanding on her part, but Pete's is saying something else right now.
Brings me more everything. So thank you. Did the orange chin lip go real life again? Applebee's, yes. Absolutely, as usual. Yeah. Like, imagine like spending your time interrogating like dispensaries if I smoke or not. Here's my bag of weed. Like, whatever, who cares? What's the big deal? Like, Anyway, all publicity is good. Yeah, that's true, actually. Thank you. I hope I get 100,000 plaques soon, something you'll never get, and you won't ever have a cameo. You always have to live in my fucking dust. So have fun. You always will have to try to look for interrogating things in my life. And
again, that's not the case. Anyone can put a cameo up. Anybody can. I have hardly any subscribers. I've just started this channel. But I could put up a cameo if I want to. Not that anyone's going to pay to hear me say, hey, how are you today? I don't think they, I don't think so. But anyone can get a cameo. And I think if French Fried Girl did do a cameo, a lot of people would be interested in getting a cameo from her, because she is very funny, especially when she's cussing in French. I think she would probably do well with that. So, I think you're wrong there, Chantal.
Once I'm in Kuwait, you're not going to have shit to interrogate, buddy. So suck it. She needs to take a depression nap. Yeah, like nope, nobody, you can't have a life and do these things. It's so stupid. You're only telling us because you're busted. Well, yeah, why should I tell you anything? Why do I owe you that information? You know, like, who cares? I don't have to tell you shit. If I don't want to tell you I'm smoking weed, I don't have to fucking do it. It's not your right to go and try and find out. And yeah, if you like, before she reveals it, so what? I smoke weed. What's the deal? Womp womp. End of story. What's the big deal? She's gonna judge me now on being a good Muslim when she's a piece of vile shit?
The problem, Chantal, is not that you smoke weed, but that you lied about it. No, it is your business what you do, but the fact is, what I think you should have done here is ignored it. What is it? You know, if you're saying it doesn't bother you, yeah, so what? I smoke weed, la la la. You're angry right now because you were busted for lying. You know, so that's what the issue is. It's not whether you smoke weed, don't smoke weed. I don't think anybody cares, you know, who smokes, who doesn't, who does what. But you've constantly lied about it for months and months on end. And now, because you were busted, you're holding up the bag saying, well, so what? Well, yeah, I mean, if it's so what now, it should have been so what then. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to convert or revert or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I'm having a bit of difficulty with the weed part because that's been a problem the whole time, especially with Nada and Dee Dee and all that crap you went through there. That's what that's about.
Please. I know a lot of Muslims actually that still smoke. Like, you know, like for me, I've been going through a lot of shit and I can't stand fucking being here unless I'm high. So I smoke weed. Oh, well. Yeah, I know, right, Teardrop? Lizzie. Hey, girl, Happy New Year. She's so creepy and weird. She wants to wear your skin. It's so pathetic. I have to do something about her. She's fucking insane. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you so much for the super chat and the Happy New Year. I appreciate it. Weed is a nothing burger, I know. She's the worst who does this. Psychotic idiots like her. Literally. Like, I can't. Anyways, psycho stalker, pathological liar. Because if you analyze, I should do a video. You analyze all the lies she tells. It's pathological. It's insane.
Chantal, I mean, that's an issue right there. If you analyze all of your videos and the lies you tell, you know, I mean, you lie about really stuff that doesn't need to be lied about. You know, I don't get that. So, you know, to call her a pathological liar, I think it's more like the other way around, to be honest. I mean, and that's not, I'm not being hateful there. I'm just saying what I've seen. You know, the marriage with Salah, you've got Allah, who is, he's known Salah basically all his life, loves his family, etc. When you fell out with him, I mean, even after all this stuff with the eating poop and all the rest of the crap that he wants to do, Allah said, that's not him. He said, I've never known that. I've never known him to be like that. You know, so, and all the other stuff, Allah, in my opinion, I mean, I think he's a little slippery, the guy, to be honest. He wanted in on the YouTube money, obviously. But, you know, when he's talking about Salah, someone brought up Salah's family and, you know, he immediately shut that down. But, you know, when it comes to you, what he's saying is correct. You know, he's a young man. He's going to want children at some point. You know, I said this before. I think you're making a very big mistake going back there.
But it can help with chronic pain and other. I'm not pro weed either in a way. Like, I don't want to smoke really. I want to stop. Like, if I really want to, or it's not the same environment. Like here, yeah, there's dispensaries everywhere. I'm just depressed and, you know, dealing with shit here. And it helps keep me a bit sane, honestly. So whatever, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like I said, that's between, if I'm such a bad Muslim, that's between me and God, not fucking goblin face. I'm glad you've come live. It's so gloomy here. Really, Tracy? I don't think I'm going to be long because I have a lot of things. Like, I was like in the middle of doing stuff. Anyway, the secondhand embarrassment. She hustles her audience. It's so sad existence. The secondhand embarrassment I have from the thought of her calling around dispensaries. Yeah, I don't know. Some loser. The woman that works there, I'm pretty sure her name is Sharon Murpaugh. And she was like a huge bully in school. I remember her. Anyway, she was the one, she's like, oh, I won't tell anybody. Yeah, right. Fuck, I could. Like, I hate this town. I hate it. I hate the people. I hate a lot of the people here. And I'm so glad that I'm getting the fuck away again. Like, I could not, I would rot here. I would die with I can't. Nope. Don't you go anywhere. Stop defending how you. Hi.
That Chantal doesn't know it was that woman. What she did later, she put up a review on the actual establishment saying, you know, going off about the employee, but you know, Chantal was not there. She doesn't know it was that woman, not 100%. And you're gonna rot in Kuwait. You know, when you get there, I mean, he locks you in every day. You don't even have a key to get out. If you did want to go walking around or, you know, go to the mall or whatever it is, you're going to end up just doing what you were doing before, which is being locked in that apartment all day long. He brings you food. That's it.
Defending how you practice your faith. That is none of your business. That's none of your business. That's a breach of privacy. Exactly. So whoever the manager at one plant is going to get in shit. So just wait. So FF Gunt, if you want to publish that and admit that it's one plant, bud tender, fine, because I'll be going to the manager tomorrow. Don't worry. So anyways, I know, like, they just go lower and lower and lower to try to get reaction. That's how they make money. That's sad. And you have the nerve, you bully for money, and you have the nerve to talk about morality. Go fuck yourself. Wholeheartedly, with my whole chest, go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's haram. Suck it. She's probably bribing these followers. Yeah. If Nosferatu started following her around Montreal, Orange Chin Lip would be the first to come on stream complain. Oh, Applebee's Orange Chin Lip. I love it. Dang, that place is horrible. I wouldn't want to stay in that town either. Yeah, no shit, right? I never quite understood why you offer so many explanations to people. I know. I don't know, like, what the obsession over, like, you know, like, I don't know why I feel like I have to explain myself, but I'm not.
Chantal, this is how you built your channel. On explaining yourself and telling everybody every little thing that you did. I mean, right down to passing wind, picking your nose, going to the bathroom, coming on in all types of lingerie. This is how you built the channel. You know, now you're doing or trying to do a 180 and people are not buying it. That's what it is.
Doing it anymore. Like, if you want to cancel me and hate me, go for it. I don't care. I really don't. I'm gonna live my life anyways. It's my right. And from what I can see, at least I'm not inventing. You could say what you want about my relationship. At least I'm not inventing one. Okay. Number two, at least I'm not following people around calling dispensaries to try to expose something. I don't owe you that information. I don't owe you an explanation. So get bent. Okay? Thank you. God. The Montreal matzo ball. Yes. You literally play for so many people's bills. I know. You're never going to be canceled. Not with. Yeah, I know. I know, right? I love how they're like, oh, well, I wish she would get off YouTube and be canceled. Like all her, well, who would you be watching on FFG's stream? Who? Like, answer me legit. Who would you watch? And then, okay, let's test that theory.
I can name several people. You know, if you were not on here, Chantal, there would be somebody else. Amber Lynn Reid is another one. You and her have a lot in common. There are several people on here that she could talk about. So, you know, by saying all this, I think you could have, should have just left this alone, to be honest.
Don't talk about me then. Guaranteed you can't. That's so sad for you. I could never be jealous of that. May be kind. Welcome to Very Important Recipes. We literally could tell you were smoking. Not sure why she went to the extreme. No content, no life, nothing better to do. Sitting around, BBJ's in her cage in the dungeon, and she's sitting.
Okay, so that's the end of that one. Now, right after this, she decides that she's going back to Kuwait. Now, again, the whole reason for her even going back to Canada was because of her weight. Her blood sugar level was up to 400 at one point. It's a wonder she's alive. And, you know, I'm not sure, again, about the health care in Kuwait. She said you can buy insurance and stuff like that, but not being a Kuwaiti national and seemingly having to leave every 3 months. Salah's friend, a good friend for over 20 odd years, said that she has no standing in Kuwait. She has nothing there really. And that they're definitely, he said 100% that they're not married. So how they're getting away with that, I'm really not sure. I just hope they don't get into trouble. But anyway, so we've already seen her final decision. She's decided to forgive Salah, which I find, I don't know. I mean, is there forgiveness for infidelity? Yes, there is. I mean, women do it all the time. It's not so much that I think is troubling. I think what's troubling is, you know, he's got these weird fantasies about, you know, rape, pooping and peeing on people. I mean, oh, you know, and the girl put up all these messages. The girl even had him barking like a dog. She told him bark like a dog, and he went woof 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 woof. What, you know, the funny thing is, if someone told me to bark like a dog, I'd be like, ruff, 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 ruff. You know, his was woof 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 woof, which is, oh, it's so embarrassing. And it's all over YouTube, it's all over Instagram, TikTok, you name it. You've got him talking filth, his pictures, and him barking like a dog. Some channels even have it. I think it's Yaba has it as part of her intro, and she plays it all the time. In the middle of a sentence, you'll hear woof 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 woof. I mean, it's just too embarrassing. The other thing that I think is troubling is when she gets there, you know, in Salah's mind, she has embarrassed him. You know, he's embarrassed by her cussing him out, basically, which he has no right to be whatsoever. I don't know. I just can't even imagine it. There's no way in hell I would have been returning there. She said she prefers to talk in person and stuff like that. I don't think I'd want to talk in person to him. The only way I might, well, I wouldn't go to Kuwait to do it. But if I did come across him again, I'd probably smash his face in. You know, can't do that in Kuwait. You'd be thrown in jail. But she's hell bent on going back, and the flight to Canada was hard on her body. She said her legs were swelled up for 2 days. She didn't wear compression socks. To go back in this short space of time, it's a 13-hour flight. Now she lucked out on the way to Canada because the plane wasn't full. So she managed to get an extra seat so she could spread out. Going back to Kuwait was a different story because it's right after the holidays. But she's going to tell you about that in a minute. So right now, she's back in Kuwait. She did not follow up with any type of health care in Canada where it's free, and she should have. I just think it's a big mistake. I think she should have took care of her health first. She's just going to go back. In fact, she does go back to eating just any old thing. But anyway, let me share this one with you. She is back in Canada, and this was her last video. So that kind of brings you up to date on what's going on right now. She appears to have completely forgotten what Salah has done while she's been away. She's been away about 3 weeks, and he did this before when she went back to Canada. Pictures of him were taken. They call it the Red Room. God knows what he was doing in there. I don't think I even want to know. But, you know, I just really think Chantal just desperately wants a family, wants to be loved or whatever. But I think she could have done that in Canada. I think she should have just got an apartment with Pete's and moved on with her life. You know, I think this going back to Kuwait is a huge, huge mistake, because even getting online and saying certain things and doing certain things, if they report you, they will come and get your ass. You know, it's not, you know, it's nothing like the West at all. But let's see if I can share this with you. Hold on. Okay. Okay, now this is a little bit of clickbait. Chantal is very good for that. And I can't believe my husband did this. She just got back to Kuwait. She said she left on the 3rd, but let's listen.
Yeah, I'm back in Kuwait, and I thought I would talk a bit. I didn't film any of my journey home, really. I don't think so. I was so tired and out of it that I don't even remember what I filmed. But I'm finally here, and when I tell you that this journey is probably the worst one, it was just every single thing that I had fear about with traveling as a fat person happened to me. And I swear Allah was testing me, and you know what? I got through it. So I learned the lesson here that even if something is like really hard, you can still get through it. Basic, but so good to have and valuable in life, because we're going to face problems. I mean, trying to avoid them is probably more of a waste of time than learning how to deal with them. And because of what I went through on this trip, I've learned that, you know, I can get through these things. No problem. They're not fun too, but they're not meant to be. So I'll show you my big surprise after. So stay tuned, watch the whole video till the end, because somewhere in the video I'm going to put, you wait till you see, like, I don't know if they're called renovations, but everything done to the place. Okay. So it's like new here. All right. So, basically what happened was, you know how I booked like kind of in haste, just like last minute, because I'm impulsive like that. I was like, no, I can't sit here anymore and just be depressed, and like I have to come home and just be at my place and everything like that, and deal with, what we're dealing with together and everything like that. So I said, to Salah, my husband, I said, book me a flight ASAP in the next couple of days. So I left on the 3rd of January.
Well, I hope you brought plenty of toilet paper.
And the flight was full. Like it's after holidays. It was a full flight. I wasn't even able to buy 2 seats if I even wanted to. Okay. So even the business class was booked because I was like, okay, so I could maybe justify that, has a bigger seat, it's private. Next time I think I will. And then I can give like a review of it. So anyway, so they're like, sorry ma'am, it's full. So I'm like, the whole time I'm freaking out. I was so nervous of like, I'm going through scenarios like, okay, how bad am I going to be encroaching on the person next to me? Is it going to be a huge man? Because then, if it's a very tiny person, that might be okay. Leaking because it's at Ottawa train station. Then a bus, like airport, the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Airport. And on the way, the cab driver was like telling me that, everything out in Canada right now with like food prices and poverty. And he said that he went to the grocery store and he went into the bathroom and there was like a chicken, half-eaten chicken. And apparently the guy coming out said, I left you some. So people are actually chickens into the bathroom and eating them and just not paying, which is probably honestly less risky than walking out with the detectors. So anyway, my flight was at 8:55. You always board earlier than take off. So I got on the plane and it was one of those, how you have like, there's like 3 rows.
Okay, maybe the internet's starting to mess up. Let me just see something real quick and we'll. Okay, we got it back. Hold on.
Right, there's like rows of 3, and then in the middle there's a row of 4 seats. Well, luckily I had the aisle seat so that I could spill out if I wanted to, except when dinner service is coming. But sitting beside me was this grumpy looking younger man from India, and he was just like and I know he's from India because I heard him talking to the person beside him. So anyway, he was like younger, he wasn't too big, so that was good. So I was like freaking out. Everyone's looking at me. I was like one of the last people to get on the plane, and I asked for an extender. So I had to kind of like, be like, excuse me, as I take my seatbelt and plug it in. And anyway, finally, when I sit down, that was the moment. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down. This is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for, the moment I'm so scared for. And boom, it was okay. Like, so the seats in the Qatar plane are actually a bit bigger than the Emirates, because in the Emirates, I remember like I had trouble with the handle going down unless I lost a bit of weight. I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway.
Definitely not, Chantal. If anything, you've put weight on. But, that's the sad part about this. This is all under your control. And I wish you honestly would get it under control. I think you're a very pretty girl. You've got a lot going for you. or could have, rather than being locked in an apartment, while this guy just feeds you with his poop fetishes and God knows what else. And this isn't the first time he's done it, and it won't be the last. And sooner or later, they're going to be looking at him to get married. If you are married, fine, but they're going to be looking for a second wife because he's going to want sons. And it's a shame that this is what you're settling for, because you think, oh, because you're big, nobody wants you. That's not true.
The bars came down. It was like a bit snug, but like with the seatbelt extender, I was fine. We actually weren't even really touching, which really surprised me. So I thought, oh my gosh, okay. And I think this is like a test I'm glad I went through, because it showed me that, it's one of my biggest fears, and I was fine. Okay. So I was okay this time. I was happy. The dinner service table doesn't come out all the way. So it came out halfway for me. Like it folds once and then twice out. So I could unfold it once, and I probably could have gotten away with a tray of food being on it, but I didn't want to, I don't know. I had a fear about that, and I didn't want to use the washroom. So I literally did not eat. I had drinks, a lot of drinks. I didn't eat. I didn't go to the bathroom for 12 hours straight. I just in and out of consciousness, not sleep, because I don't really sleep if I don't have my CPAP. I just keep getting woken up by my breathing. So anyway, the flight actually went by really quickly. I don't know, by some miracle, I swear it was just it went by really quickly. And I watched the movie Psycho, the original with with Anthony Perkins. The guy beside me was just kind of looking at my movie what the heck? So yeah. He looked a bit like he'd been through some things in life, a bit rough on the on the edges. So I thought, okay, good, he's been through some things, so he'll get through sitting next to a fat person on a plane. So that was that. And then I was so tired because I didn't sleep. So for sure, if I have to fly super long flight like that again, I'm gonna get business, if there's any available, because on Qatar they sell out quick, because they're so they're one of the best business classes, and you can plug your CPAP in there so I can sleep.
Okay, so if you want to see any more, see that to the end, go to Chantal's channel. Why she named this, I can't believe my husband did this, is because when she got home, he had redecorated and got new furniture. I actually like the couch. I just think I like the way he did it. I like the colors, but I just think that it's a little big for the space, but it looks nice. It's much nicer than when she left. And I guess that's what he's been throwing himself into. I can't even imagine what the conversation was when she got back. I honestly just don't know what you would say to that. I don't know if I could say it. I don't know. I think no, it was very embarrassing what he did. And is there, like I said, is there forgiveness for infidelity? Yeah. I mean, women do it all the time, especially in France. They expect it. So, in some countries it's normal. So, but it's the fetishes that are very weird. And what he told her was that he didn't feel he could go to her with it. But then to go to one of her subscribers, a troll, really, someone that was trolling him. And, but again, he's new to YouTube. He's, probably didn't realize or whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know that I could be with someone that has that kind of fetish, no. I mean, you could, okay, can she get over it? Yeah. But you could be walking down the road and see a dog turd. As soon as I see that, I might want to punch his face in. I mean, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to trigger it. And if he's that sneaky to have those kind of dark, weirdo thoughts, I would be, I don't know, I'd be sleeping with one eye open. You know what I mean? No, you just, I don't know, I wouldn't trust it. And to go back, especially to Kuwait, where, their laws and their culture is very different. He might be being Mr. Nice Guy now, but is he going to be Mr. Nice Guy by the end of the year next? Is this who he really is? Now, one thing about his friend Allah, he does say that he's a very nice guy. He's a soft, gentle guy. He was shocked by all that had happened. And I believe that of him because he said, he's known him over 20 odd years. And so, it's believable, but it's, I don't know, it's not something I think Chantal should have done. I think she should have waited, taken care of her health first, and then, if she decided she wanted to go back, okay, but how this is going to play out, God alone knows. This is my last little video on her. I'll keep you updated if anything interesting happens, but there's the next one I want us all to look at is Amberlynn Reid. Now, in my opinion, Amberlynn Reid is 10 times worse than Chantal. In fact, let me see if I can pull her up for a quick second, and you'll see what I'm talking about. In fact, Mr. Snowflake did a documentary on her. He did many episodes on her called Amberlynn Reid, Shaped by the Algorithm. Mr. Snowflake has a really good channel. I like watching him. Let's see if I can pull Amberlynn up for a second. This is Mr. Snowflake's video, actually. Let me pull it up right quick. Actually, I can't because this video has to end anything over an hour. I think you have to pay more or some crap, or it won't play. So anyway, we'll look at Amberlynn Reid next one tomorrow. Hopefully, if the internet's on, I'm going to do my Temu haul, and we'll open that together. Everyone take care. I wish Chantal luck. I really do. I think she's going to need it. Anyway, take care, everyone.